Hello. So, as you can hear, there are lots of disgruntled people blowing their horns just nearby. I am deflated beyond anything, which is the best way I can describe my state at the moment. Where I am is complete and utter weakness, lack of energy to excruciating pain. So in other words, imagine pain all over your body, feeling the pain and not being able to hold it. And for whatever reason, your body and mind just won't conk out. And in that place, it's a challenge. And that's where I am. But for some reason, I get this extra energy, which is a lie, making me move, making me get up and do things, making me not be able to rest and be honest with myself. The truth of where I am means that getting up and doing anything is an impossibility. But it keeps happening. So I was busy today riding the extra fake energy that was put on my shoulders, and then it all of a sudden sort of stopped, and I couldn't stomach the experience. I knew the experience was bad in the present moment, but I just had to focus and ride it through. And when it all stopped, that's when the fireworks started. I'm in Southall still, in London, and they have fireworks all the time. I didn't realise the Indian community liked fireworks so much. I knew the Chinese did. But I couldn't stomach the emotional state where I'd been left, given my ability to correlate my life on a mental level. So what I mean by that is, through being active, it was, you'd argue, good. I was using up energy, I was doing things, and that's a good thing. That feels good, especially given my life, where I wasn't able to think on any level because of where I truly am, which is an excruciating pain to the extent that I should pass out. I guess the brain must just shut down on some level to go into whatever state I went into today to be able to do things. And it all stopped, and it was like, here, Gabriel, get on with the rest of your day. I was like, I looked and I couldn't believe my eyes. That was the problem. It was like, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It was like a conspiracy theory movie where they put on rose-coloured spectacles and see a horror show to reality the other way. So in other words, they look at the advertising boards and they see the real messages behind the advertising, all the sex and all the drugs and all of everything that's put on advertising, and the people and everything else. And it was, I didn't watch the full movie, but if you're anyway into conspiracy theories, it's one of the top movies I believe to have watched. And it was a bit like that for me in the present moment. I knew my reality. I had this overwhelming rose-coloured spectacles telling me everything was like a summer holiday again. And I don't know who I'm speaking to anymore, because I don't believe the past exists in terms of who I used to speak to, the collective psychosis. I've sort of put the collective psychosis on the fire. They don't exist to me anymore, because my understanding is we're not, or at least what's taken place is an enlarged picture of how that collective psychosis became a concept to me. And that is a collective dream that humanity has entered. And the collective psychosis are the people that were aware of the process of entering a collective dream. And within that place, the collective psychosis are essentially at work for those who are unaware to write the dream. I don't know if that makes sense. So imagine something like Inception, where they all go into a dream state together. But imagine just as many people, arguably more, aren't aware they're being put into a dream. So half the people know and half the people don't. And in the dream, it's a dream. It looks like the same world and everybody gets on. Well, the actions of those who know, they're going to be different from those who don't know that it's a dream. And that's essentially what I believe I've seen. So as a concept, the collective psychosis no longer really holds any truth to keep speaking to. So I'm just leaving it out there to the dream runners, to the dream. This dream lies within their imagination of, to hear these words. And essentially I was left in a place where it was like rose-coloured spectacles, and it was like, Gabriel, get on with your day. And it's no different to now, but it's just I've spent the part of my nose, I've been screaming, hence it's a bit of a bogey there. I haven't got a tissue. But I've spent the last hour, 2 hours screaming and banging walls. I chucked away my future, which was an expensive telescope I bought with my dad's inheritance. I haven't used it. I was waiting until the right time. And well, the dream got too fucking ridiculous. So I just chucked it away, left it by the boat, and I'm sure someone will pick it up in good time. I was going to chuck it in the water, but for whatever reason, my mental health made me put it by the side of the boat so someone else could take it, make me feel good on some level. I really couldn't give a shit. And that's been my day. And I wasn't able to get on when it was telling me that everything was happy, because I remember yesterday and I remember the day before. I remember my past, going back quite a long way, and it's constantly got worse to such an extent that the recent past is ridiculously fucking evil in such a way that it's like the rose-coloured spectacles, whereby it's like someone who wants to kidnap a kid, and they offer them sweets, and the kid takes the sweets, and obviously everything else happens thereafter. because it all starts with sweets and the kid isn't aware of that's not a right thing to do, the danger, the situation gets really bad. And it's a bit like that. Sweets aren't good for you. They're high in sugar. They have a greater effect on the brain than cocaine. You don't want to be putting them anywhere near the body, but the world, unfortunately, allows them to be sold everywhere in shops without a high tax, like tobacco or any other drug. And the kid puts these sweets in his mouth, he becomes high, and he doesn't understand that the sweets are going to kill him in the long run. Unfortunately, my parents told me sugar isn't good for you. Don't eat sugar. So that saved me. It was very painful. I had to run away from the bad guys. They chased me. It was scary as fuck. They managed to put a few sweets in my mouth, so I became a little bit high, and afterwards, that's exactly the same place. I'm high on sweets. I managed to get away from my life, from some bad guys. And all I can think of is the intoxicated feeling when I know sugar isn't good for me. That's been my day. My mental health is saying, go on, get on with your day. I can't say my name at the moment because my mental health is manipulating my vision and voice to such an extent I want to stab myself in the face when I say my own name. I still haven't got used to saying my name, my new name, comfortably yet, so it's antagonizing me on that level. So I'll withhold saying my name again. But it's so go on, get on with your day. And I looked and I felt sick. And unfortunately the sweets, where I'm not used to sweets, are taking such a toll on a healthy body that I couldn't deal with what my eyes were showing me, and I lost my mind to the pain. So that's been my day. That's my message to the future, which I'm referencing as the dream, because I believe that's what the whole point of the collective dream is to write a collective future, one that would be better than if we just left it to society and what's already around us to create for us. So we're taking control of a shit world and making it better. So that's why I call it the future. But I just needed to say some words because after the screaming, I calmed down, and I shouldn't be calm. I shouldn't be here where I am. I can't stomach people at the moment. I can't stomach being away. I can't stomach anything. I can't stomach the seconds ticking by. Every second is like a lifetime. I'm waiting for the future to just break. So I'm really fucking screaming to the dream holder to shut the dream the fuck down. It's not right. It's hurting people. And you are a sadistic fucking bastard if you're a man. Think of the equivalent if it's a lady. But where I was screaming, I'm returning to some state that was nearer to my near-death experience prior, and I'm just deflated. And I thought saying some words would be helpful before I have to go in to Tesco and be around people at the moment. How's your dream going? because mine's a fucking nightmare.